Before I ask for a motion to adjourn, I think there's one other item of business, which is this, I think as everybody is aware, is Commissioner McBride's last meeting with us. I know that I would like to say a few words. I promise to keep them short and not mushy, Commissioner McBride. But I also know that my fellow commissioners would like to say something. I also know that Commissioner Flanagan has note from former Commissioner Doyle as well. So Commissioner Flanagan, if you could do your own comments and then read Commissioner Doyle's comments, I'd appreciate it.
Sure. Thank you, Mr. Chairman. I would like to say that today is obviously a sad day to see that this is your last meeting. Commissioner McBride, I think that over the course of the last 3 years, we've been a part of something historic and monumental, and I cannot thank you enough for being that that bridge between the different sides of this entity. For me personally, you have been not only a sounding board, but a voice of reason in times when I was the scrappy former legislator who just wanted to do it the way I wanted to do it. You always had your methodical way of thinking. You're someone who has such true integrity, and I think the fact that you're here today, days past when you were supposed to leave, just shows how committed you are, not only to this issue, but to the people of the Commonwealth. And I want to thank you for your service. I want to thank you for your friendship, and I really, really wish you all the best in the future. Having said that, I also now have a statement that I need to read from former Commissioner Kay Doyle, who is very busy today at work and wanted to be here. It says, "Thank you for giving me the opportunity to be heard today so that I can pay tribute to Commissioner Britta McBride, a dear friend and one of the best people I've ever worked with. In the fall of 2017, Britta and I faced the daunting task of drafting the language for the original regulations in a frighteningly short period of time, relying on the input of our fellow commissioners, the advisory board, and the stakeholders. I had the advantage of coming in with experience in cannabis law from the Department of Public Health, but Commissioner McBride was being asked to regulate an entire industry that was wholly new to her. Fortunately for us, her incisive intelligence is matched by endless determination and energy, and a wonderful grace and good humor. On days when I was frustrated, she was a fantastic sounding board and a source of strength and inspiration. She is an ultimate bridge builder, always trying to find consensus when others struggle for common ground. The commission and the industry itself would not have been able to get up and running in Massachusetts without not only her leadership, but her ability to raise others up to lead. I am grateful for her continued friendship and wish her the very best for her future."
Thank you, Commissioner Flanagan. Commissioner Title?
That's so lovely. Commissioner McBride, it's a huge loss to the commission to see you leave. We've been so lucky to have you, and I am particularly grateful for your guidance in the early days when I had no idea what a government official was supposed to be doing, and you were so kind to me and helpful. I would have been totally lost without you. And Commissioner Flanagan used the word integrity. That was the word that I was planning to use as well. I can only hope that future commissioners will have your integrity and that they will care as much as you have cared. And I learned a lot from you. I really enjoyed working with you. And I think the things that we've worked on together, not only are they some of the most significant things to me and impactful, but also just looking back on our time at the commission, there's some of my favorite moments. Some of the little high fives we've shared are the things I cherish the most. So you will be so missed. I think your legacy is huge, particularly today's vote and everything you've done for delivery. There's so much more, and I'll miss you a lot.
Thank you, Commissioner Title. Commissioner McBride, I promise to keep it short, and I think that my fellow commissioners have done a great job in terms of recognizing your contributions. I just wanted to say thank you from the bottom of my heart. Your contributions cannot possibly be overstated, and I am deeply gratified by that. I also just want to say personally that it has been one of the great honors and pleasures of my professional career to have had the opportunity to work with you for the last 3+ years. I will miss you greatly, but I wish you the best, and I'm absolutely convinced that whatever you choose, your next adventure will be enormously successful, and you'll have the same kind of impact that you've had on the commission. So thank you so much. Commissioner McBride, would you like to say anything in response to that?
I would. I am just humbled by all of the words and the sentiments that were shared. And I really appreciate everything that my colleagues have done, what we've done over the past 3 years. I've been extraordinarily fortunate to be part of this agency from day one, and not because of the work that is interesting and challenging, but because of the people. The individuals who make up this agency are talented, fair-minded, and hardworking, and nothing that we have accomplished has been done alone by a single individual, and nothing that we struggle with is born only by a single individual. Collectively, we bear criticism, we work through problems, and we innovate. And I am exceedingly proud to have worked with you, outstanding fellow commissioners, to structure this regulatory framework that's been implemented through grit and determination and the sheer will, in many instances, of the people who make up this agency. Under the leadership of what someone I consider to be exceptional, Sean Collins, our executive director. We still have a lot to do, but we have a lot to be proud of. And particularly to you, my colleagues on the commission, there are no other people who've had the experience that we've had over the past 3+ years, and will always be bonded by that. And I'm grateful to you for your thoughtfulness, for your passion, and for your perseverance. And obviously included in that is former Commissioner Doyle, who I was so grateful to be able to work alongside at the earliest moments of this agency. I want to say thank you to Sean Collins, who brings his all to leading this agency day in and day out and navigates often tumultuous waters with grace. I want to say a special thank you to Mary Alice Curley, who is our first employee and kind of utility player. And of course now is our press secretary and has been a trusted sounding board to me over the past 3 years. And I also need to say a very big thank you to my appointing authority, Attorney General Healy. I'm humbled by the trust that she put in me, and I'm grateful for the opportunity to have served in this capacity. And thank you as well to her Chief of Staff, Gabe Viator, and Gabe's predecessor, Mike Firestone, who also showed great trust in me, and it is very much appreciated. And our staff, just the work that our staff does can't be overstated to a person, and it has been no small task to not only build an agency, but to also stand up an industry over the past 3 years. And I'm impressed every day by the folks who make up this agency, who come to work and do the work that they do, and do it with their full heart. And I really appreciate, in particular, the comments about integrity, because I've tried to operate with integrity. That has been something that I've tried to do throughout my entire career. It's sort of been kind of the thing I'm most proud of over the course of my career. But I also think that it has been imbued into this agency and the work that we do here. And it's not easy, but there's just so much growth and development and so much good that has the potential to come out of all of these challenges that we face. And thank you. I mean, just thank you to everyone for coming every day and bringing your all. It has been a real pleasure the last 3 years working with you.